Hi guys, nice to see you tonight. It's Sue, and you're here on the Miscellaneous No Wax Chalk Paint page. Tonight I'm going to be working on a cabinet, which is a collaboration that Crysta and I have been working on for about 3 days. When we went to the convention, which most of you already know about, we were at the Waco Crafters Convention. We found some molds. We were originally going to go a completely different direction with this. And now we're going fairy cabinet. So we found some beautiful mushroom molds. She also got some fairy decals. So we're going to have a lot of depth on this. Now at this point, what you can see here, and we'll go ahead in a minute. Crysta is actually my camera girl tonight.
Hello.
Hello, Crysta. So where we're at right now is 19 colors of Miscellaneous No Wax Chalk Paint. 4 glazes and 6, well, there will be 6 of the shifter jewels. On the top, I have barn door sour apple, wild violet, raspberry sorbet, orangey glad, and then I've also put on there, what was that called again?
Moonbeam and
Sea glass.
sea glass, yes.
So we've rubbed that all over, and the reason for that is we needed to give it a little bit of a seal from the paint, and we wanted to make it shift in the light. Next, we're going to take 3 shades of brown with a wood graining tool over it, which a lot of people often ask me about. How do you do that wood grain? So that's what we're going to do here next, and I'm just going to show you a couple tricks that I do, and then these beautiful colors and shifter jewels are going to shine through it when it hits the light. So that's going to be a lot of fun to see how that turns out. If I don't like the separation in the boards as I run the wood graining tool, I'm going to go in with a pinstriping brush and kind of define between the boards. Now Crysta is going to show you with the camera where we've gotten so far.
Oh, we're doing that now? Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and set up to start running the wood graining tool.
So Tammy Martin says, hey, Sue. Stacy says, hey, Sue. And Delaney Miller says, hey, hey, hey.
Hey, girls.
So give me just a second to pop this out of the tripod. Do you want to talk to them about what we're doing?
Well, if you want to tell them,
okay,
then I can go ahead and set up. I don't want to move that.
No, please don't move the tripod. So we found these great molds when we were at the Waco Crafting Convention of the mushrooms, and we have put those on. And we also found fairy doors, and we've got some little garden fairy transfers that will be on this. Sue has blended the fronts. So I'm going to put the transfers on the front first, then seal. We did not get our resin molding medium in today like we were told we would. And so when that comes in, I will mold them and then seal it, paint them, and put them over so it'll look like the fairies are behind. And so let me get you guys back up in the tripod and get you guys down so you can see what Miss Sue is doing. And sorry about the way my studio looks, but we are still putting together stuff from the crafting convention. We're still trying to put my studio back together. So from now on, Sue is going to be a disembodied voice. You're just going to see her hands.
And right now, you guys, it's going to look like I'm absolutely ruining this by putting paint over the top of it. But trust me, I did turn the fan off just now because I was afraid it would dry my paint too quick, and I want to be able to work with it. So you do have to work fairly quick. Sometimes I'll just drizzle it on when I do this rather than paint it on. But I kind of want to get the look of driftwood as I do this.
Marilyn is on. She says, hi, everybody.
Hi, Marilyn.
2 Chatty Chicks, Teaching Eclectic Creations, is on. She says, hello. Tammy says, ooh, love the mushrooms. Delaney says she's loving it. Renee says, busy gals. Tammy says, love the rainbow wood grain.
Oh.
This is something we have never seen anybody else do, is do a rainbow underneath the wood grain.
Yeah, we want to keep this fantasy look going.
The Junk Gypsy says, hey, Sue. And Desiree says, hi, Sue and everyone.
Hey, girls. Yeah, Crysta and I have had a really fun week collaborating on everything, and I'm sure y'all know that we easily get carried away when we get together and work this out.
No.
So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wood graining tool and I'm going to set it down on the edge like this, and I'm going to pull and drag and pray. And it's peeking through. You'll be able to probably see it better as it dries because it'll darken. I need a rag.
There you go.
Thank you, thank you.
Tammy says, I've never seen it before either. It's awesomeness. Stacy says, it's fairy wood.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, she says, hello, everyone. Marilyn says, fairy wood is exactly right.
Oh, it's going to be so cool. Okay, now what I'm going to do, because we have to clean this off to properly do this, you guys, you do need to clean this paddle off in between each pass. And you also want to rotate ends if you're using the same size. If I was going to do this one again, I would start at this end. I'm going to hand that off to you.
Well, are you feral? You're making me clean stuff in my own studio?
Feral.
For you? Ah! Some people, man.
She's done nothing but give me a hard time, and I love it.
You're lucky I like you.
So Crysta and I had a really great time at the convention. We lost by 1 stinking point for best instructors. So that was kind of sad, but we're still in the running for winning best picture of a piece we did, so.
And you know who we lost to? I'm not even upset we lost. She was absolutely amazing.
Wasn't it the wreath girl?
Yeah, it was the lady that did the wreath class.
Yeah, and people were really loving that.
Yeah, and so if that was if that's who I lost to, I was not upset.
Okay, now I got it. I'm not sure, you guys, if I have to start at the other end when I use a different size paddle. So I'm just going to do it out of habit. You could also take your paint and squeeze it out across here just haphazardly and run your paddle. Okay, coming towards you. I'm going to take my round end down and pull it. See if I can do it right-handed.
Now, Sue, in between when I'm cleaning, does it have to be absolutely look like it's new, or can it just have like?
Well, it has to have nice, clean ridges.
Okay. Well, I don't like
because
I said,
the paint gets caught up
Right.
in there.
so it doesn't like I don't have to get because Miss Lillian's is so highly pigmented. I don't have to get everything out. I just have to get the
I think
majority.
I would rather do the whole thing with the big panel after that pass.
Okay.
Now the good thing, guys, if you don't like how it looks, this is a good lesson here. Brush over it. Keep it workable. I'm gonna run that paddle.
Well, I'm done with the cleaning it.
So, thank you, feral assistant.
Okay, here you go.
Thank you, thank you.
Did you look at it? Did I get it clean enough?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna dip the small paddle in if you're not using it anymore, and I'll clean it afterwards.
I think this is gonna look rockin'.
So let me get to some comments. Marilyn says, you girls are the winner in my book.
Aww.
Anne says, hey ladies, that looks fantastic. The Junk Gypsy said, you're both #1 to us.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Kat said, hi Sue, #1 to all of us. And then she's asking that we call her after the live. So yes, we'll give Kat a call
Absolutely.
after our live, or Sue's
I
live.
could still run this one more time.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll get this on, and I'll start at the opposite end. And you want to remember to get your edges. Now, because we used, we also put the the gloss.
The high gloss.
Yeah, the high gloss.
The ultra gloss luster.
And then on top of that, we used the gilding jewels. So it is giving me a little resistance, a little repel, which I didn't think it would. I thought it would dry and harden by now, but I think it's going to be just fine because that stuff does get better as it dries.
Kat said good news.
Oh, good.
So that, I'm so
Oh,
thankful.
that's great. I can't wait to hear.
Yes, Kat is asking, will those colors show through?
Yes, and as this is drying, I'm seeing it more and more. Excuse me for the sniffles. I think I have a little bit of allergies, and every time I tip my head, I would like a little bit more of this dark brown showing through.
Deb is on Facebook. She says, is my message coming through? We have everything on Do Not Disturb. And so if it's a private message, we won't see it until after the video. But yes, she says, there we go. Hello, everyone. Desiree is asking, which colors are you doing on the top? I'm wondering, does she need the wood grain or the colors we used underneath?
For the wood grain, I'm using Riverstone, Chanel, and French Roast.
Kat says it's that time of year. Delania says, thank you for showing this method. So a lot of people have been wondering about this.
Well, cool. And this is actually an experiment, you guys. We've never done any. I've done colors of paint underneath and blended, but we added, the jewels and everything too, and layers and layers of paint. But I think it's turning out beautiful.
I think it's looking amazing.
Okay, go ahead. And what I've been doing with my 3 shades of brown, I'm going with my medium brown first. It really doesn't matter. But I'm running the medium brown, then the light brown, and then my darkest brown. Because that's what's going to drag through the top is my dark brown then.
So Desiree said she did want to know about the wood. The Junk Gypsy says, oh, I love Riverstone.
Yes, it's a beautiful shade. But definitely an experiment. Crysta and I were going back and forth like we always do. Even FaceTime if I'm not here.
Yes, that was Milo. Marilyn said, is that Milo? So yes, Milo's in here.
Through?
Yeah, he came through.
Yeah, Milo fit right in, Marilyn. He thinks he owns the place. He's guarding the house. Barking at people, nipping at little bots. I think he's going to probably be upset when we get on the hairpin tomorrow night. Okay.
Now, just to warn everybody, my son will be coming in from work here in a few minutes. So if you hear all 4 dogs going absolutely bonky, that is why. And we'll get them calmed down as soon as we can.
Now, I do this quite often.
You went that.
steps.
So you go this way, I think.
So, yeah, I think you're right because I had that guy in the middle.
Yeah.
And I'm running it sideways on the edges just to get a little bit more of that grain. Now, with having so many layers over this, I'm having to push a little harder than I normally would and scrape it along as I rock it.
Marilyn said, oh, that's nice you got to come. Kat says, hi, Milo, play dates. And Renee said, so pretty.
Cool, thank you. Yeah, see this one, you see a little bit more coming through.
Yep. Boy, you threw that in my face like, clean this. Now. Austin says, looks so pretty, Sue. So if Austin, since you're watching, make sure you come in the front door, please. Not through the garage. Delaney says, I'm so in love with this whole piece. It's
Oh,
amazing.
thank you. Yeah, we're getting kind of crazy about it too. I mean, we went from country. What was it? Country Gothic
We were
or
going to do
Gothic?
Gothic
Farmhouse?
farmhouse.
Yeah.
Or we were going to do like a Gothic princess on this cabinet. And then when we found those molds, we completely changed directions.
Yeah, like you guys don't ever do that either, huh?
Tammy says, an amazing technique.
I do so much wood grain anymore. I'm feeling like it's, people are thinking she does too much wood grain.
Rick wants to know for dinner. If Rick wants to come in and have dinner, we've got leftover spaghetti. My son is writing me on Facebook about dinner. Or if y'all want to go out to dinner, that's fine. Kat said, yeah, how did the Gothic farmhouse work? We started and then we found the molds and we completely changed directions.
Yeah, this is how it went. Went fairyland.
So we had a pretty good game plan for the Gothic farmhouse, but we saw those molds and completely went a different direction.
Oh gosh, they had some great molds that we didn't have. We almost have them all at this point.
No, we don't.
Well, of that maker.
No, we don't.
Crysta, you've not seen my drawer since you left Tennessee.
Tammy says, I've never done a 1 grade yet. I have the tool though. Renee said that she is glittering us out.
Awesome.
Delania says, I'm definitely going to have to get a wood graining
Where's
tool.
the little one?
I dropped it in here because you said you weren't going to use it again.
I think I need to just touch up a spot.
If you want to dry this off, it's been sitting in the bottom.
Nice job.
Thank you.
See, if you ever need something clean, just call Crysta.
Hey! Don't let my husband hear you.
Call my hetero wife.
Tammy said she glittered us. Now, if you are a retailer, please put in your Facebook link so people can find you.
Yes, and we do have a 20% off this month too. What is it? Mother's Day 20?
Yes, all caps, Mother's Day 20 is the coupon code for this month.
Had to do it.
There you go.
Thank you. And I'm thinking we only have 2 more passes to go. Unfortunately, it doesn't dry as fast as I'd like for a live.
Just so you guys know, we do have some storms in the area, so our internet might be a little wonky. If we freeze for a moment or go blank, we are still here. Is glitter mean yes? Yes, ma'am. So Desiree glittered us as well.
Oh, thank you.
We never want to say the SHARE word because Facebook will suppress your video. So some people say glitter, some people sprinkle, but our word is glitter.
You were almost there.
And then once we're done, I'll take it off the tripod and get you guys up close. But even from this angle in the tripod, you can see that the wood grain is showing.
And that paint on it.
I don't. Yep, it had paint on it.
Of course.
Of course it did.
Oh, and I started to spill paint just before we came on live. I'm having a couple days of that happening.
Don't worry, I cleaned it. You did that on purpose.
Okay. This way, that way, this way, that way, this way, that way. Even when I'm in my shop, I have to do that. Because it looks so busy otherwise. That's the reason for that.
Delaney says I need to hop over to my business page and glitter too.
Yes.
Renee tagged Kathy. The Junk Gypsy said, I'm impressed you don't have paint all over you yet. I would. Michelle.
That was Kathy, right?
About paint all over you?
Yeah.
That's Keely.
Oh, Keely. Okay. Keely, I already have paint on this shirt from other projects.
Michelle says, that looks so amazing.
Cool. I could use this again.
Kat's laughing at us. Renee says, I can't wait till we can all get together. I know.
Oh, guys, we are so working on that. If everybody can get away, we're going to do a little retreat.
And Kat said, I may have accidentally painted some rugs.
Accidentally?
Yeah. I think that means
Yeah.
she dropped the paint on the rug. Desiree says, love it. Anne says, glittered.
Might have to hit that again.
Elle says, I love seeing your helper.
Isn't she the greatest?
Kitty from the Gypsy said, I have it on my legs because I would have definitely hit the table already.
Oh, guys, I had my accidents before we started.
Milo, hush. Delaney says, I'm scared of getting a sprayer because Ruger, which is her dog, for those of you that don't know, may end up being painted. Laugh out loud.
I love watching those dog videos.
Yeah. Keely said, but can the universe handle it?
Did I start at this end? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Let's see what happens. I can go over it.
Oh, it's just paint.
It's just paint. It's a good example. Oh, look at how it dragged it there.
Michelle says, you make this look so easy. Milo is just commenting on the class. And then Kat said, Cookie, which is her dog, heard Milo and is looking around.
Almost there.
Okay, so we're almost done. And you guys can see from the angle, because I can see it on the laptop, that you can see the
And I kind of like that. But
I do too.
Shall I leave it?
Leave it.
All right. Now, if they want to see it.
And there goes whiskey through the frame.
And normally, because I'm impatient, you guys, I would hit this with a heat gun or a blow dryer so I could add more to it. And I've even rubbed it down with, stain and other shades of paint, watered down, and then sealed it in place. But yeah, do you want to
Delaney
show?
says, yes, I love it.
Oh, cool.
Michelle says the graining is wow.
Well, let's show them.
Okay, so let me get this off of here. Sorry, whiskey girl.
I can walk around and look. Oh, yeah. You know what it reminds me of? The inside of like an oyster shell or a
yes.
abalone.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like abalone.
And so this is, I am holding it by hand now, guys. I'm going to get you guys in real close. And you can see it's still wet. You can still see where it's wet. But you can see, I'm going to get you guys in real close. And so that paint job on the top, that kind of looked like, where are they going? Rainbow Bright got sick. That's what she was saying earlier. But with the graining tool, you can see how it just amazingly shines.
Now, originally...
Are you going to use that?
Go ahead and...
Put you back in?
Originally, I was going to take a pinstriping brush, you guys, if I needed to, and define in between the boards.
Hold on.
But honestly, now that I'm looking at it, I like it.
I
Lost them?
no, I didn't lose